Okay then, Helldivers, we are back and we have got a lot to go over today as the Galactic War is making its moves nicely and our forces have attacked Fenrir 3 with an almighty bang, and that's looking to be completed very soon, as well as some more awards that the game seems to be clawing in, and we have talks about the free gear that you guys may or may not have received. We're talking the Killzone armor and the green armor that you guys will know as the Alpha Commander armor, so fingers crossed we can get that one box off and you guys can obtain that one pretty quickly, as well as some talks with regards to the FRV repair tool, which is always an interesting conversation, and even some older vehicles coming from HD1. So we're going to take a look at everything we've got happening today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be so greatly appreciated, and make sure you check out our sponsor Instant Gaming, the platform where you can buy your video games cheaper for PC and console with the best deals, offers, promotions and discounts, all running up to 70% off pretty much all titles. It's a no-brainer. Links in the description. Go get your games a little cheaper today. With that being said though, let's take a look at what's happening inside of the game right now. So a real brief look at the major order right now. We have obviously got to solidify Fenrir 3 to be able to get the green box ticked off, and we are pretty close with nearly 70,000 players in there. We're around 60% liberation, and we should have that one by the morning quite easily, at which point we only have to really jump back on those planets to hit those defense campaigns. So you can go and squish at some squids again very, very soon. Do not worry. And talking about squishing squids though, the Illuminate invade via the Freedom's Beacon. What do we mean by that? Well, Helldivers actually posted up a tweet, which I absolutely loved, and it states, Helldivers, we remind you to get your copy of the Freedom's Beacon front page from December 12, 2184 to commemorate the successful defense of Calypso from the Illuminate. An inspiring reminder that we absolutely 100% exterminate the Illuminate again. Well, obviously we haven't 100% exterminated them again, although this is pretty damn cool, and I even wanted to know if we could get hold of a real subscription, whether it was weekly, monthly, 6-monthly, I don't care. Take my money and send me this Freedom's Beacon newspaper. I think it would be hilarious, and I would happily put my money democratically towards this cause. Let me know in the comment section if you'd want to see this thing come to fruition as well. We did post it up on the tweet, and I'll leave that link down there as well, so you guys can go and check that out. I think it'd be so funny if we could actually get a real version of that. On top of that though, they've actually managed to win a few more awards. This one right here was the PlayStation Blog Game of the Year award, which is absolutely no shock to me at all, although this was voted by you, so it seems that PlayStation players all lean on the edge of democracy for sure. And the Grand Game Awards also gave them the Best Multiplayer Games Award, which is absolutely incredible, and it's nice to see the game developers and the game itself being able to secure some really cool title awards such as these right here. Hopefully it carries on and we can roll into 2025 and keep collecting those trophies, mother truckers. Now moving forward though, free loot. That's what we're going to be talking about primarily, because we have got the Alpha Commander outfit to talk about for PlayStation players and the Killzone 2 crossover armor, which a lot of you guys have not obtained. Now apparently this was down to the factor of it being sent out to quote-unquote active accounts. Some of you are really confused as to why you haven't received it and what it is a active account actually stands at. And B Vitamin stated that I believe it's within the last 2 months. So it's likely you were inactive account and logged in once the items were already sent out. Now you guys were pretty outraged at that when you didn't receive it and you logged in too late. And B Vitamin states right here, I don't know if I have any info on it yet. They will become available, but I'm not too sure how and when, because when they were sent out, they weren't only given to everybody for free, but for those people who were inactive and didn't receive it, they also had no option to actually purchase it. So it's been taken off the market completely, and now you can't get hold of it unless you were an active avid player at the point of that free release drop. Hilarious when you think about it, but hopefully they'll manage to figure something out. I'm thinking that at the moment during the Christmas period, it's probably not likely. We'll probably get to that midpoint between Christmas and New Year, maybe even after, and then we'll start ironing out the crinkles, such as they state right here. Somebody wanted to know about the Alpha Commander armor set. This green armor set was available through PC, and a load of you guys managed to receive it free of charge, although for those on PlayStation, the homegrown of it were not able to get hold of it just yet, and somebody was asking when it was going to be coming so that you PlayStation players can also own this armor set. And B Vitamin states, thank you. Regarding the green armor, I don't believe it's been paid out yet. There was some discussion about how to best hand it out yesterday, but it was at the end of the day, so everyone went home not long after. So fingers crossed, we'll start to see something over the next few days for you PlayStation players, and you'll be able to receive that piece of kit as well. Freebies flying all across the board. It's actually really nice to see. But moving on to development inside of the game, when we start talking about the FRV, also known as the Fast Recon Vehicle, people have been putting their notions forward for some massive changes. There was a Reddit post that actually went up and received a very little amount of upvotes actually, but I think he held quite a lot of amazing points in this, including for like durability, like reinforced run flat tires and the reinforced undercarriage skid plates, roll cages, seat belts, headlights turning on and off. He wanted the whole shebang, and it was absolutely amazing. Although there was some comments that were edited down underneath it, and somebody stated that they wanted some sort of repair tool to be able to manually repair the vehicle themselves. Now, Peter Stead, also known as the CCO, Mr. Johan himself, responded to that with +1 to repair tool or similar. And I think that would be pretty damn cool. We all know that that FRV is very temperamental and as fragile as your nan's china. And that seems to be pretty damn fragile indeed, as the tires burst out just if you look at them wrong, and the car will roll over if you go over a curb. So that vehicle is pretty difficult to drive for the most part, although apparently it was designed quite difficult to drive so that you had a quote-unquote designated driver. Yeah, also words from the CCO himself. Nonetheless, though, we are going to be looking towards more vehicles going in the future and what it is that we want to see from it. Everybody was talking about this inside of the Discord with what they'd want to see and new models coming into the game at some stage or another. And Peter Stead states right here, of course, the summer fiasco was misalignment on the studio of what game we were making. The 60-day patch was a return to form. The game is about having a good time with friends, not esports. I'm also looking forward to future updates where we get to explore other vehicles and vehicle mechanics. Excited to see what the HD1 roster of vehicles would look like in HD2. Now, from my very loose and low-level amounts of knowledge with regards to HD1, as far as I'm aware, there were a few exosuits. We managed to have a Hammer motorcycle, a Bastion tank, and a few more odds and sods. But as you can see on screen, I think that motorcycle would look pretty damn cool inside of the game. It even has that side piece bucket with a turret on side of it, so you can carry a second Helldiver alongside you and really run in style. As well, the Bastion tank is something that everybody has been speaking about for quite some time, as we've been wanting to see something like that come into the game for a little while. If the automatons can have tanks, well, then there's no reason why we can't. And I think it'd be an incredible job indeed. Let me know, just from what we've got on screen right now, obviously the mech is already available, but what would you guys want to see inside of the game with regards to the Hammer motorcycle or the Bastion tank? I think that I'd prefer the motorcycle, I'm not going to lie to you. And moving into your top comments right here, you guys have always got some incredible stuff to say, and you know that we absolutely love it. But somebody states right here, is it just me, or is the bots getting awfully close to Super Earth? Well, they've actually been quite close to Super Earth for quite some time, and unfortunately you've been squishing so many squids that you may not have even noticed. But yes, they are pretty damn close, and I think that they'll probably stay around that mark for a little while, because realistically right now, I don't think that they'd be cruel enough to make us go against the bots while the squids are running rampant. This one next here states, after reading the news about Meridia, it makes me think the black hole is a wormhole and the Helldivers actually just sent the Terminid super colony to the Illuminate, which is why they came back. Now that would be an interesting feature. I don't really know the ins and outs of it and the lore behind the black hole and how it would actually operate, although it will be released in due course, and hopefully we'll manage to get the storyline behind it, and hopefully it's a bloody good one. I want some cinematics. I'm a cutscene sort of guy. I really enjoy my cutscenes, and I think that actually the black hole cutscene with the Illuminate, this could be something absolutely incredible. And your final one right here states the homeworld is coming through the black hole, and we will have that event on Clar Death 2. Now, I'll be surprised if the homeworld is coming through the black hole. I think that'll be a very interesting feature, but I will not be surprised if the Clar Death 2 event actually comes through at the end of that one. I think that's a very good guess indeed, although we'll just have to wait and see exactly what happens. Nonetheless, that's unfortunately we got time for today. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. I appreciate all of your faces. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.